I've cleaned this and coated it or cleaned it up with alcohol. And then I'm just going to actually start with the bottom. Lay it down and at least get one side. It looks wet, but it's on the inside, so that will dry eventually. The outside is dry. So just a light coat. I'll go over it again. So it's all right if it goes through, as I've said before in some of my other videos. It just gives it kind of a neat look, especially the green ones like this, when you can see the green through. So I will go around as far as I can, and then I'll let it dry. It dries fairly quick, but be sure that it's completely dry before adding another coat. This one is dry. This was my green bottle that I painted. So what I'm going to do on this one is kind of a plaid looking napkin. I've peeled it so I just have the one top thin layer, and I'm going to put this around. This is the back side. I'm going to start on it about so high. So I'm going to put a nice generous amount of Mod Podge right here, and I think right there. And try and wind it around and keep it even. You want to really be generous with this. You don't have to go lightly, otherwise it's hard to kind of get it to stay in place. You just want to gently cover it with a generous amount, if that makes sense. Exact won't matter where it lines up or matches up, because I will, like I said, be putting, well, maybe I didn't say that, but I will be putting some twine around it. So just, okay, if you're sloppy, it's going to go over the top anyway. Now just take your Mod Podge and just go all around the edges. Make sure everything's down well. Get as many of the rumples, ripples maybe, out as you can. I did get a little bit of a rip there, but that'll be covered up with twine, so it'll be okay. But that's where it's just, you know, you're so gentle and careful, because it rips very easily. It's very thin. Okay, I think I got it. Everything's pretty good, but as smooth as it's going to get. And we will just let that dry. I started, kind of got ahead of myself here, so I put twine around the bottom. This isn't quite dry, so it'll clear up. It's still a little white, but it'll dry. So I've got the twine. I've put a little glue around here, and I'm going to start right at this top edge. And then I might start a little bit lower and then work my way up. Okay, just go around as much as you want. Make it as thick as you want, or as wide, I guess, as you want. Try to do it a little bit snug. I'm just using glue, like I said. You can use a hot glue gun also, whatever you prefer. Doesn't need to be perfect. Everyone is unique. I think that's about right. Snip that off. So we'll let it dry a little bit more, and then we will work on getting the wording on. I actually added some of this on the top. I'm going to do my saying on here. I printed this off on my printer, an inkjet printer. It works better with a laser jet, so we'll see how this one works. Anyway, I've printed it off backwards. I'm going to use a little bit of my matte finish Mod Podge and just lightly cover the letters. Make sure you get them all covered well, but not heavily. Just a light coating over everything. All right. Oops. Now, you want to be sure to get this straight and not crooked. So seems pretty good. We'll go for it. Okay, you want to rub it really well, get all the wrinkles out, nothing bumpy or anything, just really rub it well. Once you get that rubbed real well, you want to let it sit overnight, 24 hours or so. So you can kind of see through there a little bit how it's going to be. But that one's good, and we will work on it again tomorrow and finish it up. All right, this one's ready to go. It's been drying for actually more than 24 hours, so I'm going to just get this wet. You can see it's starting to get brighter here where the paper has come off. The letters have stayed adhered. So just keep rubbing it lightly. Now you can also do this with your Cricut. I just like this, that it's just a flat, it won't peel off, it's not raised up at all, it's like it's a part of it, it's like it was just printed right on the bottle. So just like the looks of it. A little more work, but not a lot, certainly less expensive. Cricut materials get a little spendy, but this is, you know, a piece of paper. There we are. I've added some of this up on top, and I'm going to put a little cork. I'll take a picture when it's all done, but there we go.